and welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today I'll be showing favehealthyrecipes.com how to make these mini crustless pumpkin pies with an optional walnut streusel on top. Now basically these are little ramekins of pumpkin custard, the kind that's typically used to fill a pumpkin pie. But instead of the soggy crust on the bottom, I opted for a layer of sweet, crunchy walnut streusel on top. But if you wanted to save the fat and calories, you could certainly skip the streusel altogether and just have the pumpkin custard. But that streusel layer is so fantastic, I think it's worth the extra calories. Alright, to make 4 half-cup sized ramekins, you'll need 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Make sure it's not pumpkin pie filling because that has a bunch of extra ingredients added. 2 eggs, 1/4 cup of brown sugar firmly packed, 2/3 of a cup of milk for the lighter version, or heavy cream for a more decadent version, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And for the walnut streusel you'll need 1/8 of a cup of gluten-free Bisquick. If you're not following a gluten-free diet, you can just use flour. 1/8 of a cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cold butter diced, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts. Alright, now to make these, first preheat the oven to 325 degrees and put a pot of water on to boil. Then grease 4 ramekins and place them into a baking pan. Now in a large bowl, whisk together the pumpkin puree, eggs, brown sugar, milk, or cream, whichever you're using, pumpkin pie spice, and vanilla extract until very well combined and smooth. Now pour the boiling water into the baking dish until it reaches just over about 1/3 of the way up the sides of the ramekins. Now use a ladle to evenly distribute the pumpkin custard among the 4 ramekins. Cover the pan with foil and bake for 40 minutes. While the custard is baking, you can make the streusel. In a small bowl, stir together the brown sugar, cinnamon, and Bisquick, then add the cold diced butter, and using either a pastry cutter, 2 knives, or even by pinching the butter between your fingers, work the butter into the dry mixture until it resembles coarse crumbs. Then stir in the walnuts and set the bowl aside in your refrigerator. Once the bake time is up on the custard, carefully remove the pan from the oven, remove the foil from the pan, and let them rest for about 10 minutes to deflate. Then evenly spoon the streusel mixture over the mini pies and return the pan to the oven to bake uncovered for 10 additional minutes. When you remove them from the oven, let the ramekins cool in the pan until they're cool enough to handle. Then remove them from the pan to cool completely. These can be served either warm, room temperature, or chilled, which is my personal preference. And remember that these can be made without the walnut streusel too, but in that case you'd need to bake them for an additional 5 minutes since they won't be getting that second round in the oven. However you want to make them, I hope you're going to give this a try. And if you'd like to see the recipe in print, you could always visit my blog. And for additional recipes and tips to fit in with your healthy lifestyle, visit my friends at favehealthyrecipes.com. See you again soon.